Something is stirring. And no, this isn't just another week on the calendar. The world you're standing in isn't the same one you were in just a few days ago. You didn't hear the shift. You didn't see it. But deep inside, something feels off, unfamiliar. Like waking up in a room that looks like yours, but the windows show a sky you've never seen before. From April 8th to the 13th, we've entered a hidden passage, one that doesn't show up on clocks or calendars. This isn't just time passing, it's time twisting. A week that will quietly rewrite how you see reality, unless you're paying attention. Most won't. Most never do. And here's the kicker. This isn't just cosmic talk. Mercury just went direct, and that shift hit like an unseen wave. It reset the rules without telling anyone. Meanwhile, the moon's final visit to Leo this month is the last flicker of inner fire before the lights start dimming. This is the calm before the real storm. The air's too still. The signs are too quiet. That's when it hits the hardest. Something massive is coming. Not loud, not obvious, but sharp. It will cut through comfort like a cold knife through soft fabric. Most won't see it until it's already undone something important. And there's one day hidden in plain sight that looks completely normal until it breaks everything. So if you're watching this, don't scroll past. Like, subscribe, drop the number 77 in the comments to show you're tuned in and to help spread this message before it's too late. Because what comes next won't be gentle. And just like that, you're not walking through time anymore. Time is walking through you. This isn't just a week. It's a living, breathing filter. It's not about what happens, it's about who it's happening to. The days between April 8th and 13th aren't just ticking by. They're scanning, testing, decoding. Most won't even notice. But if you're feeling a little off lately, it's because the frequency found you. You might ask, why me? Or why now? But that's like asking why a mirror reflects light. If your soul's wired to pick up what others miss, then this week is speaking directly to you. Through energy, through emotion, through moments that feel too sharp, too strange, too real. And if you're feeling tired for no reason, overwhelmed by flashes of insight, or waking up from dreams that felt more like messages than fiction, you're not losing it. You're tuning in. Imagine a radio station that only plays once a year, on a frequency most people don't even know exists. And now, without warning, you've been handed the dial. Not everyone gets the signal. Some people will spend this week sleepwalking through routines, complaining about small things, completely unaware that the sky just whispered a secret only a few can hear. You may even feel alone in this. That's part of it. Awakening is rarely a group activity. It's a personal earthquake. It shatters your comfort, exposes the cracks, and demands you look. And this week, it's the tremor before the real shift. People around you might feel heavier, more reactive, more confused. Don't absorb it, observe it. This week is sorting souls, and that sorting can feel like being pulled apart and rebuilt at the same time. Energy is rising, but it's not chaotic. It's precise, like a scalpel, not a hammer. And on April 12th, Venus steps in, and that's when things turn. She doesn't come soft this time. She arrives like fire and silk, beautiful but impossible to ignore. Relationships may feel suddenly fragile. Truths may surface in your heart without warning. Expect to be called into deeper alignment with what you actually want, not just what you've settled for. And here's the wild part. This isn't just astrology. This is biology too. You might feel it in your gut, your sleep, your skin. The veil is thin. The body knows. So if you're wondering why you're feeling like a stranger in your own story, don't panic. The script is being rewritten. You're being activated for something bigger than your current comfort zone. Don't ignore it. Don't numb it. This is not the time to blend in. It's the time to wake up. And just when you thought you were getting a grip on things, the mirror shifts. And it's not reflecting your smile, your confidence, or your curated identity. It's showing you what lies beneath. Today, the moon stands in Leo, but forget everything you think that means. This isn't about glamour or confidence or soaking in attention like sunlight. No, this time, Leo brings the fire closer to the skin, close enough to burn through the mask. The moon acts like a flashlight in a dark attic, And right now, it's sweeping across your ego. Not the ego you flex when you win, the one that flinches when you're ignored, the one that gets tight in your chest when someone doesn't clap for you, the one that wants to be seen so badly it performs instead of speaks. You might catch yourself mid-sentence, over-explaining your worth to someone who didn't even ask. Or maybe you'll feel that sudden sting of disappointment when your efforts go unnoticed. That's not failure, it's exposure. The ego hates silence. It feeds off approval. And when that doesn't come, it starts squirming like a snake in too much light. But this isn't punishment, it's purification. And then quietly the shift begins. The moon slips into Virgo, and now the fire becomes focused. You're no longer reacting, you're analyzing. A single thought might loop like a song you didn't choose, a random conversation, a passing comment, a half-forgotten memory. Suddenly it has claws. It won't let go. That's not noise, that's the signal. Virgo energy is surgical. It doesn't want the drama. It wants the details. It wants to know why that word cuts so deep, why that pattern keeps repeating, why you shrink around certain people and explode around others. It's not here to shame you, it's here to show you. You might feel like you're unraveling a little. Good. That's the thread. Keep pulling. You're not overthinking, you're decoding. Virgo doesn't just want to clean up the mess. It wants to understand why the mess keeps showing up in the first place. This isn't random. These thoughts, these feelings, these sudden emotional spikes, there's a map inside them. And if you ignore the map, you'll keep circling the same mountains, wondering why life feels so heavy. So if you feel raw, if your heart feels louder than usual, if you're haunted by something that feels small but won't go away, listen to it, track it, speak to it. And now we arrive at the part of the week that wears a smile while holding a blade behind its back. April 10th. On paper, it looks calm, ordinary even. But don't let the stillness fool you. This is the kind of day that doesn't trip you with chaos. It tricks you with confidence. False confidence. The moon squares Jupiter, and while that sounds small, like cosmic background noise, it's anything but. This is the spiritual equivalent of downing 3 cups of coffee after pulling an all-nighter. Your mind says go, while your soul quietly begs you to wait. That's the danger. It doesn't come with red flags. It comes with green lights that lead straight into a wall. You might feel invincible, inspired, restless to act. But pause and ask yourself, are you moving from alignment or from the hunger to feel something, anything, big? This is the moment many mistake inflated emotion for divine guidance. It's not clarity. It's your ego dressed up like intuition. It's your fear pretending to be boldness. This is the test no one sees coming, because it doesn't come with resistance. It comes with ease, and that's what makes it dangerous. Then without warning, April 11th arrives and the game shifts again. The moon enters Libra, and while Libra usually speaks of balance and harmony, this version is different. This Libra energy isn't here to restore peace. It's here to wrap chaos in beautiful packaging. It makes discomfort sound reasonable. It makes dishonesty feel gentle. Masks become convincing. Words are chosen carefully. The vibe is smooth, but if you sit still, really still, something won't feel right. Your body will know. Your gut will whisper, this isn't real. But your mind, it'll try to explain it away, make excuses, keep the peace. That's the trap. You'll feel tempted to reconnect with people you've outgrown, to say yes when your entire being says no, to maintain appearances instead of confronting truth. That's not love. That's avoidance wearing perfume. That's fear shaking hands with politeness. You're not being tested by a fight. You're being tested by a mask. And the scariest part? Everyone wears one, even you, especially now. So before you act, pause. Before you agree, breathe. Before you convince yourself this is all just in your head, check in with your body. That tension in your chest, that uneasy calm, that's your soul noticing something your logic won't admit. This stretch of days isn't about movement. It's about discernment. The illusion of control is louder than ever. Don't be seduced by your own performance. And by April 12th, the silence breaks. Not with noise, but with knowing. The kind that doesn't shout, It just settles deep in your bones and says, there it is. Venus ends her retrograde, and like a light flicking back on in a forgotten room, something inside you reawakens. A part of you that's been on mute, waiting, doubting, second-guessing, suddenly steps forward. This isn't just about romance. Venus rules the realms of love, beauty, worth, value, and desire. It decides not only who you love, but how deeply you believe you're worthy of being loved in the first place. And now, the compass that's been spinning is realigning. You feel it in the way your heart beats a little braver, not louder, but steadier, clearer. Suddenly, situations that once confused you now feel obvious. People who strung you along, left you guessing, or fed off your light without ever offering warmth, are about to be seen for who they are, not because they changed, but because you did. And just as this new clarity rises within you, the full moon in Libra begins to rise in the sky. But don't expect fireworks. Libra doesn't scream, it reflects. This full moon holds up a mirror with no filter, no distortion. It's not here to dramatize, it's here to reveal. And what it reveals won't be a surprise to your soul, only to the version of you that kept pretending not to notice. You'll see clearly who's been quietly draining your energy, what patterns you've been repeating out of fear, not love, where your peace has been leaking. This moon doesn't just show you what's broken, it shows you why you kept carrying it. And then comes the moment of choice. Do you keep performing for people who stopped clapping long ago? Do you keep over-explaining your worth to those who never understood its value in the first place? Or do you let go, not in anger, but in clarity? That's the power of this moon. It's not chaotic, it's surgical. It wants precision. It wants you to finally see the difference between connection and attachment, between keeping peace and keeping yourself. There will be no lightning bolt, no dramatic confrontation, just truth. Quiet, clean, and inescapable. So if you feel the urge to walk away from something, listen. If you suddenly feel the courage to stop chasing, stop proving, stop tolerating, honor that. Because this moon doesn't bring drama. It brings discernment. It doesn't tear things down. It simply refuses to let you lie to yourself anymore. And once you see what's been hiding in plain sight, you won't be able to unsee it. And honestly, you won't want to. And as this week unfolds, something strange begins to happen. You start off walking tall, carried by Leo's fiery energy, expressive, bold, and unafraid. You feel like you've arrived, like you finally know who you are. But that's just the beginning of the simulation. Because by midweek, that boldness begins to crack. Not loudly, but subtly. You second-guess what you say, question what you feel, and by the end, you're smiling through something that doesn't feel real, performing normal while your inner world feels anything but. Don't panic. You're not falling apart. You're being revealed. This isn't emotional instability. This is energetic exposure. The mask isn't slipping. You're outgrowing it. What's happening right now is like a cosmic roll call. Every version of yourself that you've ever created for protection, acceptance, survival, they're showing up one by one. Old habits, old fears, old dreams that don't fit anymore. They're not here to haunt you. They're here so you can recognize, this isn't me anymore. You might feel like a different person every day this week. That's not a flaw, it's a filter. The universe is holding a mirror to every identity you've built under pressure and asking, who are you without the mask? The caretaker, the overachiever, the peacekeeper, the tough one, the I'm fine version. One by one, they step forward, and one by one, you start to see through them. You may ask yourself, why do I feel so fake right now? Why do I keep saying things I don't mean, smiling when I'm exhausted, nodding when I want to scream? That's not failure. That's awareness. The false selves are being exposed, not to embarrass you, but to free you. This entire week is a spiritual simulation designed to test your alignment, not your performance. You're being shown how easily you shift based on who's in the room, what they expect, and how safe you feel. That's not personality, that's survival. But you're not here to survive anymore. You're here to emerge. Watch closely. There will be moments where you feel totally yourself, and then moments where you feel like you're watching your life through a foggy window. That fog, it's the residue of identities you don't need anymore. Don't force clarity, just observe. The real you isn't missing, it's just been buried under layers of should. And the longer you pretend to be okay when you're not, the louder your soul will scream. Not in words, but in fatigue, in anxiety, in that heavy silence that follows you into bed at night. This isn't chaos, it's calibration. You're not breaking down, you're breaking out. So ask yourself gently but honestly, who did I have to become to be accepted? And am I still willing to be that version of me? Because one of these selves isn't the real you. And this week, you'll know exactly which one. And now, as we reach the edge of this powerful week, remember, none of this is random. You were meant to hear this, to feel this, to awaken now. The energies, the shifts, the mirrors, they're all aligning to show you who you truly are beneath the noise. If this resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe for more, and drop the number 77 in the comments to let the universe know you're awake, and to help others find this message before it's too late. This isn't the end, it's the unveiling. Stay sharp, stay aware.